Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. We are setting a super chat goal. 5 super chats in 1 hour. How will I celebrate? Sharing super personal, private detail about my life. Shaboom. What an absolutely goated situation. Reorchestra, what's going on? How are you? How are you, my friend? How's life going for you? That's how my life is going, you know what I'm saying? We keep things moving, we keep things going. We are living our absolutely best life. Nobody can really take that away from me, or you, or anyone for that matter, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes this whole thing just really awesome. I think we're all just happy people. That was like the most word vomit thing. As you can tell, I'm trying to do something. McNeil Sketchley with the 5 submissions. We got some coral. We got some octopus. Man, we have people submitting not on the day of. And that's kind of fun. Is instant noodles here? Experimental electronic stuff? Question mark. That sounds fun. It is indeed Saturday. I think we can all agree that today is the most Saturday of all Saturdays, which, you know, that's just a good time. I'm testing out my soundboard, which I do not have set up with hotkeys, and I don't know if I have a particularly strong... let's see. I like that one. That's a good one. That's also... Hey, G. Rodriguez, how are you? Good to see you. We're just super happy that everyone's here. I need some like good old applause. Do we not have any classic applause? Where's the classic applause? I'm like absolutely bugging out right now. Where is the classic applause? I'm freaking out because I cannot find it. The golf clap? Can I move it? I kind of like the golf clap. That's pretty fun. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to be using the most. Y'all. That's pretty fun too. I like the boo. We're definitely going to be using the boo quite a bit. We're also going to be using the bad call, the horror, and yeah. All right. Without any further ado, should we just keep things moving? F is the worst note. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, we have 1 minute before we officially start. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the greatest stream on YouTube. Brought to you by you all. Wow, okay. Viewers are like, we out. All right, we're trying to get to 25 million likes, everybody. Can we get to 25 million likes? We have never quite hit our goal yet. We have not gotten to our goal of 20 million likes, and that kind of bothers me. You know, I feel like we've definitely gotten super close, right? We've definitely gotten super close to reaching our goal of 25 million likes. We're also trying to reach our goal of 5 super chats. So, you know... You know what's weird is like people like share the stream. I've never had somebody share a stream with me, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch this. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What does this mean? Instant Noodles, are you here? I like your name, and I want to hear experimental electronic stuff. Question mark. G. Rodriguez is here. McNeil Sketchley is of course here. Alicia Dalby with a sonatina. Then we have some choral music. Octopus Contrapunctus. I like that name. Nothing from our... oh, there's Shark. Nothing from Rhodesy. Where's our friend Rhodesy from across the pond? All right, let's just jump right in. Do I listen to Kanye West? I do. Well, okay, so I did, and I didn't stop listening to him because he became problematic. I think I just sort of developed my taste a little bit more as an individual and found that Kanye West's music is a little cringy. If I'm being totally honest, it's definitely a little cringy. And that's, you know, it is what it is. Can't be helped. As Azak, Azak. That's what your name shows up as. Let's just jump right in. Let's do. So I'm gonna do one more thing. Is instant noodles. 2NOU2T1. If you're not here, we're gonna change and we're gonna jump into somebody who is here. Stars is usually here. Is Stars here? I know Shark is here. And who is I Miss Michael? Oh, wait. These are the names of the piece. I'm sorry. 2NOU2T1. 202. Are you here with a song called Instant Noodles? I guess we're going to start with J. Rodriguez, man. J. Rodriguez. Alicia's here. J-Rod... G-Rod without the super chat jumping and went over the pay limit, but it shouldn't overstay. I don't know what that means. All right, let's go right into Utopia for. Oh, this one has my name on it, so you know we gotta definitely Utopia for Seth. Oh my God, this is hilarious. I'm on the cover page. Why am I on the cover page? At least my name is. Oh, I love this. This is points. Although the score is in landscape. How do we rotate? How do we rotate? Bro, am I stupid? How do we rotate a score? I feel like this should be a relatively easy thing. Rotate pages. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna have to do this in a different app. Bro, not you sent, like, it's not defaulting by opening up. The score is, I need to just rotate the score. I feel like this shouldn't be that hard. Hold on, everyone, stand by. I promise we're gonna get to this shortly. Can I just... Oh my God. I want to rotate all of it. Okay, there. And now I'm gonna export. I'm doing this so that it's quick and easy. I'm sorry, this is actually really painful for me right now. And I'm sure it's painful for everyone. Let's go. Okay, Utopia in the Scarestop. Open with Adobe Acrobat. Here we go. Okay, cool. And we're going to transition over the window capture, which is the scores. We're going to open that up. Transition. Here we go. All right. I feel like we should read. I present to you Utopia. I tried to take your advice and not playing it safe. Hopefully this is a step in the right direction. The idea of the chart is to start approaching the towering, foreboding gates. The gates' mechanics whir to life and open unto Utopia. Antics ensue. Like most Little Big Band charts, the rhythms are open to interpretation. There is a weird, creepy catfish, which I love. So, without any further ado, we are on to Utopia for Seth by G-Rod. Cool. Let's get into it. Already Google intro. Live from the Seth David YouTube channel, presenting his most recent composition called Utopia. I'm assuming that the piano will have a little bit of leeway here. Interesting. Very interesting. Ha-ha! Oh, yes. On my nuts. Nice. Here comes some spicy little drum parts. Back to the top. We sure had a good time over here. nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's got some cool stuff going on. And, yeah, I think that everyone, it is now your job to out-donate Rhodesy Music. I think that you did a good job in terms of branching out a little bit, right? It was a little bit more exciting in terms of the development of the music and how the interplay sort of moved around, which is something that I suggested and you implemented, and it made it better. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, this definitely felt a little bit more big. I don't know, that's kind of a weird word to describe it, but there was more going on. Even just having this sort of fun little intro, and then these little moments where it's like just the bass kind of does a little like quarter note thing right here, at the end of, what is that, 52. And then this little section here where there was the tempo change moving into the back into the Latin, this sort of a regal horn call. Definitely made it fun. So my sort of observation with this is it does seem to have a little bit of the sameness. It's definitely falling into the sameness category of a lot of these, harmonies as they sort of walk through this, like C diminished, C7, tritone sub, 4 of 4 into the 4, then sort of a 2 with a tritone sub, then goes back into a 5, 2, 5, 1, and then, doing this sort of backdoor cadence, 2 of the 2 for the 2, 5, 1. It doesn't, even though there are some spicy chords in there, it didn't like. It's kind of like having a steak with gravy and butter and hollandaise sauce and steak sauce and natural jus and chimichurri sauce. It's like, okay, that's a lot of sauce for one steak, And I will say, it's a good cut of beef. This is a seriously good cut of beef. I was hoping to find a moo sound effect, and I couldn't find one. So it doesn't need all that sauce. You know what I mean? Simplify a little bit to avoid some of this sameness. Maybe not simplify, maybe like I feel like, there are definitely spots where you could hold out one chord and then treat that chord more modally, right? So it's like, it's an F pedal tone, but it's a little F Phrygian dominant. Then it's, a little bit of F Lydian. And it's, so that way you feel like you've reached a climax at some point. And then there's some really interesting colors. And I know that a soloist will kind of do that if you had a solo section, but there wasn't really a solo section. Well, the piano break, I'm assuming, would be just like the pianist would solo on. Like, you wouldn't necessarily notate it. Like, they would just play freely, I'm assuming. And you kind of don't have more than like 2 voices of polyphony at any given time. You see a lot of this stuff is like, the saxes are all playing in the same rhythm, and then the horns are playing the same rhythm. So there's not a lot of polyphony. Here would be a slight deviation from that, but even then you have the doublings going on in the bone and the bone and the tenor, and then the bari and the trumpet too. They're playing the same rhythms. So, definitely dense up. It's funny, I'm saying simplify the harmony and then complexify Is that a word? Complexify the rhythms a little bit, and I think it'll definitely be a little bit more interesting. I like how the drums were notated for like 5 bars. That's it. Yeah, cool. I like it. This is like an 8.2 for sure. This is a easy 8.2. Well done. Pathos! Holy ballsack. Good to see you. How are you, sir? Man, it's been a while, Pathos. Pathos is OG in the streams. I know. Pathos was back in the day when I think I was making music on stream and not listening to music. Hi, Javier. Okay. Rhodesy. A prelude. Where is Rhodesy? Prelude 12. Rhodesy with the Prelude 12 and the $2.50 super chat. Come on, chat. We're trying to get to 5 super chats in the hour. We gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get there. We gotta get to our goal, or else I'm gonna take off my clothes. And well, you know, no one here wants that. All right, no further ado. Rhodesy with the Prelude number 12. Okay. I'm looking at the score. Sneak preview. I actually kind of like it because there's a lot of consistency in the rhythm. Uh-oh. Was this more someone taking my advice? That could be crazy. Not people taking my advice and then me liking the music better because I'm basically just creating my own custom playlist of music to listen to, which I like because it's offering my insights. Okay. Should I overlay? You know, no. I'm not gonna change up the overlay. All right. Without any if, ands, or buts, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary friends, Rhodesy's Prelude number 12 in G sharp minor. My man. Yeah. Wow. That is the first time that I have listened to a piece of yours and I thought, damn, I wish it was longer. That is crazy work. It's got a little bit of Prokofiev in it. It's got some rock and roll. It's coherent. It's consistent. It's easy to follow. You have nice little breaks in the 16th note runs, like here on beat 3 of bar 19. And then you change up when it goes into the sort of the parallel, the unisons at bar 8, and then with the accents really makes it stand out. This is exactly the type of this is how you should be developed. This is how I hope you develop your craft, by taking a simple idea and really milking it for all it's worth. This is absolutely spectacularly done. This is so good. This is by far my favorite piece of yours that you've written. And, you know, you might be like, well, damn, I wrote this in 20 minutes or whatever. But it's that do dum dum, bo da dum dee da dum, be da be da dee da dee da dum, you know, that left hand part. Ba da dum da da dum, ba da dee da da dum, ba da. It's super tight. Wait. Ba da da dee da dum. Be da dum, 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 ba ba bum, ba ba bum, ba da 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 dee da dum, da da dee dum. Yeah, maybe a little dotted eighth with the 16th. Well, no, and then you did that ba ba be ba be ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba. That's tight. This is great. This is just a great piece of music. Right where it goes into where was it? Somewhere over here where it went into. Yeah. Here where you kind of outline the 5 chord. This is absolutely by far my favorite piece that you have ever done. Hell fucking yeah. Short, sweet, absolutely beautiful. Dang. I don't really have any I don't have anything to say about this. Playable. It'd be challenging. At this, you know, for me, you know, maybe a really incredible concert pianist, it wouldn't be that problematic, but the only thing you might get docked for. Oh, I am gonna say I don't think it's got pedal markings. I don't think it should be pedaled. I think that's a mistake. Or wait, no, just the intro is pedaled, then the staccato, then the pedals come back. No, I see. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I would say that this could be developed, like this could go prelude into another piano piece. Like this is almost like an intro or a prelude into something a little bit more substantial. But, you know, it's in no way, shape, or form lacking. We got dynamics. We start forte, move into a fortissimo. Like, I think that this could very easily so this section transition into sort of a slow, soft section that then brings this back, like an ABA or ABA prime type of form. But I don't want to necessarily dock points for that. Really colorful harmonic and melodic language. Catchy. Dang, bro. That's a 10 out of 10 for Rhodesy. Holy shit. A 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. Hi, Goat Cat. How are you? Bro, Rhodesy, how do you feel? Your first 10 out of 10. Unfucking believable. 10 out of 10, chat. Fucking goated Rhodesy. That's the first 10 of the stream. Maybe we need to start keeping tabs on people who've had 10 out of 10s. Oh, hi, Howard. Hi, Howard. That's my dog. Howard, jump up. Say hi to the chat. Can we see the Howard? This is the Howard buddy. Howard's a good boy. Howard also agrees that it's a 10 out of 10. Okay, see you, buddy. Go out. Fuck yeah, dude. Noddle tech. Ooh, Goat Cat. I feel like that. Noddle Thatcher, I think, is what it was. Goat Cat is up. All right, we got to take an early pee break because I drank a big cup of tea and now I have to urinate. So we're just going to throw in a little bit of pee music and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back. The P music died. That's kind of crazy. When the P music stops. Noddle Thatcher. All right. So we got a couple of super chats, but I do want to get to the first Noddle Thatcher for Goat Cat. Happy May. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. $4.99, but you know, who's counting? We are at 2 $5 super chats. We are trying to get to 5 super chats in the hour. Otherwise, I will take off my clothes, in which case I'll get banned from YouTube, and then I'll have to start doing these streams. So, super chat. Alrighty. Let's do Goat Cat with the Noddle Thatcher. I don't know why I know what that word is. Cute little song. An idea for a name would be appreciated. That's an odd name. Ha, ha, ha. Here we go. Without any further ifs, ands, or buts, we have Goat Cat with Cute Little Song. Normalize the audio. I'm gonna stop listening to music unless we start normalizing normalization. This is vibey though. Interesting. Very interesting. Kind of hypnotic. There's actually nothing cute about this. Like, there's a couple of these sort of weird little notes. Did I, like, skip a page? These weird little chromaticisms are very unusual. This is like a good intermediate advanced student piece, like for pedagogically. Okie dokie. Very cool. I like that. Absolutely loathe the atrocious title. There's nothing cute about that song. There's absolutely nothing cute about that song. Hello, Rays is once again in the chat with the $20 super chat. Hello, Rays. Thank you so much for the $20. You continue to show tremendous amount of support. And we greatly appreciate you. Rays is low-key goated. Actually, that's not even low-key. That's high-key. And I think we all on top of that. Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, we are so happy that we got our $20 super chat. Can we get robots in the chat for Ray's music, please? Robots in the chat, everyone. This is what we got to do. Robots. Oh my god, when did we get emotes? That's crazy. That is absolutely feral and wild. I'm realizing that goats. Robots in the chat, please. Okay. So let's talk about this piece. Really, really cool. I actually love it. Like, really and truly. A couple of notation things. These right here need to be, these voices need to be swapped so that these stems are going up and these ones are going down. Also, because this is just ugly. Like, it's not unreadable, but it's really hideous. So, can we please fix this notation before my eyes burn out of my skull? This notation is not good. But that's simple. The really hypnotic use of using only a couple of chords and then the very sparse little chromaticisms throughout. Super, super tasty. If instead of cute little song smiley face, it should be called odd little song. How do we feel about this title, chat? I actually really like this title. Or sideways and under the sand. Or maybe oh, not me. Something like that. I kind of like that. I like that title. Because it's odd. It's like, do not take this the wrong way. No, it's not reflective. There's nothing frolicking. There's nothing ethereal. There's nothing reflection or moonlight about this. It's odd. It's a little creepy. Like, do not take this the wrong way, but it's like the music that would play in the background while the character who is an incel, you're like feeling bad for him. Like emotionally manipulating, so you feel bad for the incel, but it's like, no, he's actually just an incel and not a good person. So take that however you want it. Because there's something... Like, yes, there is beauty, but there is just enough of these awkward little notes, and the chord, like the harmonic rhythm, hangs out for just long enough on this kind of E major 7 thing before it changes into this, what is it, like an F major? Or like a D major 7. D sharp. And then these weird little augmented chords, like there's just enough of it to make it feel creepy. If that wasn't your vibe, I'm sorry. If that wasn't what you wanted, too bad. Love it. Absolutely love this piece of music. No criticisms, man. And usually I'm very critical of solo piano music, because as a piano player, I'm going to be watching. But maybe a little bit Nah, but you do have it. The interplay of the 16th note figure, and then the dotted rhythms are awkward enough. Not awkward bad, but consistent enough. Like, when I'm using the term awkward, I don't mean like uncomfortable awkward, but it's like there's an oddity to it, an unusualness. This is very, very much characteristic. Normally, I'd be a little bit like, okay, what's with all just the consistent moving rhythms? But this, like the prelude that we listened to, the fact that it consistently moves is a good thing, right? Because it doesn't make it feel dull, and it's not too long. I don't know if it needs this intro though. Dee doo doo bong bong. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to like write an intro to it. Yeah, maybe the intro needs to be like more rubato and indicate that. Damn, you are gonna... Damn, is this another... I feel like this can't be a 10. Oh, wait, shit. Wait a minute. But wait, it can't be a 10. It's not the most original piece of music. And Rhodesi's wasn't original either. Rhodesy got a 10 because, it's proportionate, right? But this can't be a 10 because it's not the most original. So, really, no soundboard. Really? I love the soundboard. I think it's hilarious. Wait, can we get 1s in the chat if we like the soundboards, 2s in the chat if we dislike the soundboard? It's too loud. Oh, okay, I'll turn it down. So, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. Love it, but it's not the most original thing. There's was it 1 if we don't like it and 2 if we do? Now I forgot. Was it 1 good or 2 is bad? Okay. 2 is bad. All right. So far I see mostly 1s. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, 1 point docked for originality. And it's not that it's unoriginal, it's just not the most original thing in the world. All right, let's keep things moving. We have the absolutely goated Ray's Music with the $20 super chat. Other feedback? No, man, it's great. Add some slurs, make a cycle. So this is a good insight. Is now the trouble is you have to write another piano piece that also captures a mood as well as this one is captured. However, it has to be a different mood. Does that make sense? So like it has, like, now you've sort of put yourself in a hole where you absolutely need to write something that captures a character's essence as effectively as this one, but it can't be the same character. You can't just be like, now I write weird, brooding mood music. Like, now you need to write... yeah, I mean, you write something a little bit more virtuosic. This is a pretty simple piece, right? Like any kind of intermediate piano player with, a modest amount of practice time could put something like this together. And add slurs. Yeah, like phrase markings, just to be clear, All right. Yeah, spectacular. Adding slurs is a bold, brave choice. You all are hilarious. All right, let's go. I don't know if we go in order of the size of super chats normally, but that's what we're doing. We are going to hit Ray's music. What does Ray's have in store for us today? Once again, I just want to say thank you for sharing your music. It was super, mega, ultra spectacular. All right, Ray's music, Winter Festival. More orchestral stuff. We are cruising. I still remember that the winter. Oh wait, this is another winter one. Is this gonna be more sleigh bells? If this is more sleigh bells, although I know there weren't actually any sleigh bells, it just sounded like there were sleigh bells in the last one. Like it had spiritual sleigh bells. How's the soundboard now? Is it better? Oh no, my computer's dying. Also, I need everybody to come up with an idea. I need to do a fundraiser to buy myself a new computer because I have a daughter, a wife, 2 dogs, and a mortgage, and I need a new computer, and I'm going to need YouTube to find a way to pay for it. So what would be a good idea for a fundraiser? I was thinking about making an album, and then the album costs $3, and then all I have to do is sell 1,000 albums. I'd probably sell 6. But hey, who knows? Because I feel like a GoFundMe wouldn't really work. All right, let's keep things moving with Winter Festival by Ray's Music. The one, the only, the Mr. or Mrs. or themsters, big, giant time signature numbers. Here we go. That was super cool. That was super duper cool. I feel like the score was wrong. Was I tripping? Hold on. I'm gonna put that on again. I just got it. Like I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, am I stupid? Am I stupid? Is this not the right score? That like no, it's obviously the right score. This is like the score is different. I was super confused. Um okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The score like confused me for a second. All right, this is really really nice. That melody is la di da di dum da di da do da dum da 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 dum da di da do da di da 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 dum. Okay. So the score, the intro is not there. That's like what threw me off. I was like, what am I missing? It's the intro. Um, and then because this Susura marking then also threw me off. I was like, where in this there's no percussion in the score. So the score doesn't have the percussion either. Okay, that's why it was like my brain was absolutely breaking. This is super 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 lovely. I've now heard at least. Oh, hold on. We forgot. We got to put in. We got to put in all that stuff. You write excellent music, and this is now at least the third piece that I've heard of you, and I have a sense of what you write. Stylistically, you're very theatrical, very grand, if you will, and you write very catchy, simple melodies. Not simple, bad simple, but they're very like traditionally tuneful musics. Oh my god, I did not just say that. Traditionally tuneful melodies. And this is what happens when I start getting familiar with somebody's style, is it makes me wonder, where are the limits in the bounds? If you wanted to write something a little bit more contemporary and modern, maybe you have, it would make me wonder where that would fit into your style. Something that's a little less, I don't want to say kitschy. It's definitely not kitschy. It's lovely, but it is of an era, right? It's not old-fashioned. It is of an era. It is that I would die again in the city where he swims, and I know it to be true. Dee-doo, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Like, what if you want to, like, lean into the gush a little bit more, like I almost wanted some some over the top sauciness to give it that lilt. Like if you're writing music that is of this style, of this time, it's a little safe, right? The winter one. So, like, the epic cello concerto, it was cool. It was epic. It was like a Marvel movie. Then the winter piece from last week was like, oh, it's a Christmas festival. So it's this was commissioned for a Christmas festival. Now hearing this one, it's like, oh, this is for an old movie. And I'm like, okay, so what, like, maybe these aren't commission specific pieces as much as they are, this is the style you write in, which is, you do it extremely well. But as a composer, it makes me wonder how and what else you're capable of doing. So the challenge would be, how can I take, this would be a great example of this, of like, how can I add this sort of extra element, just something in it that says, oh, that was a little bit unusual. That was a little different. And it could be a couple of things. One, you could add some super over the top sultriness. Those like really egregiously chromatic lines, and lean into it to almost the point where it's like, okay, this is a little over the top. And then that makes it feel less safe, and that makes the audience member feel a little bit more uncomfortable, right? And not bad uncomfortable, but like, this is like people in their 60s and 70s be like, oh, what a fabulous composer. As opposed to those sound people being like, you're a great composer, young man, but I think you need a bit of work to do. You want that. Because the young people, I want to leave the concert hall saying, dude, do you hear that? That was so weird, because it was like, ushering in this like 1960s, but then it just got a little uncanny at times. Or like, what was that weird piccolo solo that kind of popped in that felt a little existential, Or like it had some of these really cool hits and some awkward temp, you know what I mean? Like, did you notice that it was like a swinging 4, but then it went into 5? And it feels very much like cinematic movie cues. Okay, we're back. It feels like cinematic movie cues more and more, and less like concert music. If that makes sense. And like, it's also pretty short. The intro is like, here is a big intro. Whereas like, what if it was just this soft celestial sort of pad with a little bit of like a flute that kind of dallies around? Start playing around with breaking out of orchestral convention. I do like that it's a trumpet solo. Maybe it could have also benefited from having like a second solo instrument, because like two trumpets dancing together. And then adding like a weird sad section in the middle somewhere, somewhere it goes into the minor and just gets, kind of takes you on a little bit more of a journey. This is very much a one-dimensional piece. And it's a beautiful dimension. It's a dimension that I want to be in. Right? I want to be in this dimension, but I couldn't live there. Like, I'd have to visit for the afternoon to be like, there's only so much Earl Grey tea and blueberry scones that I can eat in the sweet summer sun of New England. Like, I'm going to need to, ride a dirty subway car once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, where's the life? And then if you'd like, the humanity of it, right? That's what it, where is the humanness? Because this is like a time capsule. It's funny, the law of diminishing returns, right? So cello concerto was tight, winter piece was cute. Now I'm getting a sense of it. It's like, I don't like it less, but I understand it more. And rather than being, like, as you develop a deeper understanding of something, it should only get better. And if this is the third piece of yours that I've heard and I understand better and I'm liking it less, oh no. Oh no. I'm a dick. I'm a douchebag. But you're extreme, and also I'm being critical because you're extremely skilled, right? I don't want to say talented. I prefer you are skilled and disciplined, because I'm sure you put in a lot of work. And if you're a novice and you don't put in a lot of work and it sounds like this, then you are skilled and talented. I mean, then you are just talented, but I think you're skilled and disciplined. So I'm being a little bit harsh on you. Let's go with the tune. Like, I like simple tunes, but this one was just a little too familiar. We're going with a 7.9 out of, 7.9 out of 10. Oh, man. 7.9 out of 10. Oh. That's what... man, see, I used to be like, if somebody gave us $20 super chat, I'm like, that's like, oh, that's a 10. It's so amazing. But like, you know what? You deserve better. I'm gonna be totally honest. You know, I don't wanna cut corners here and give you inauthentic feedback. I want to be totally honest because that's what you all deserve. All right. Swashbuckling Happy May May with the $5 super chat. Ray's Music, once again, goated. Thank you so much for submitting. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for taking my feedback. Hopefully you got something out of it. Happy May May with the $5. Appreciate that. $4.99. Chat, we're only 2 super chats away from making our goal. I'm about to take off my clothes, and then I'll get banned from YouTube, and then we're gonna have to stop doing these streams. Boo me. All right. So the fact that McNeil Sketchley said he doesn't like the soundboard is actually crushing my soul, because I like the soundboard. All right, Pirates. Happy May May. Pirates. A swashbuckling tune. I'm excited to hear a swashbuckling tune. We're downloading the score. We are getting the oh my sweet Jesus, Lord have mercy. What is this score? This score is this. Did you like screenshot your notation? Did you take a picture? What is this score? Hold on. I'm putting this score on screen just so we can all witness the incredibly cursedness. What is this? Why does this look like this? What? Is this like a screen recording that you turned into a still image? Like, what the hell am I looking at? Okay. This is hilarious, bro. This score is so funny. What is this?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Okay. McNeil, I need you to tell me why you don't like the soundboard. All right, here we go. Pirates by Happy May May. I'm sorry, hold on, just to clarify, the score, I'm not talking about the notes, I'm talking about the literal way, like, why does it look like that? Like, it looks like you took a picture of your laptop screen, of the notation software, and then cropped it onto a Google Doc, and then exported that as a PDF. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Um, the pool. Y'all are funny and ignorant, and I love it. It's shrunk in the pool. Okay. So this is gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna be. These are very easy fixes. B bum 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 ba da dum dum. What is that? The Bach fugue. That's like that is the right. Isn't that the? It's like the Bach fugue. Um, so very much this kind of that D minor classic pirate sound. So a couple of big takeaways here. You did not use the full range of the instruments effectively. They all sit kind of in the same range. Like you're operating within barely 2 octaves. Actually, I don't even know if you get to the full 2 octaves at any given point. The highest note, I'm guessing, is... Oh, no, here it is. This D up here. I think that's it. What note is this? Chat. What? What note? Chat, what note is that? Ah! What note is it? Is it D? Is that a D?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
It's funny. You can actually definitely make it out better when you zoom out. Sorry, I promise I'm not gonna perseverate on whatever this Super Nintendo Entertainment System score is. But so you want to utilize more of the range of the instrument. Accordions can actually go pretty low, and if you fill out some of these more lower, so fill out some of this stuff, it's definitely going to make it feel less thin, because it feels very thin, right? Because you're not utilizing a lot of the range. So this is one of those. This is like a good composition. Like, this is very practical, simple solutions. I know sometimes my feedback is more aesthetic or philosophical, opinion driven, but this is like objectively true. You need to use more range in the instrument to fill out the sound. The melodic writing is okay. It's pretty simple. There's nothing wrong with it. It definitely serves the sea shantiness of it. But a lot of this is, there's not a lot of, like, I'm not getting a sense of chords. I'm getting these sort of drone tones and then the doubling in the trumpet. Whereas, like, there doesn't seem to be like a melody and accompaniment. There seems to be more just sort of like melody stacked on top of each other, and then this rhythmic ostinati, and what I'm guessing is the tenor saxophone, if I'm reading that correctly. So you need to provide accompaniment. So the accordion, playing like, so it's in 6/8, so... having some and filling out, and then having the melody being supported by the accompaniment as opposed to the melody kind of just sitting around. And adding the chords will definitely spice things up, right? The classic, I'm not saying you should use that chord progression, but it is that piratey music after all, so there'll be some value in doing that. So no, the repeats definitely don't. Graph giraffe. No is the answer. So that would be, those are my big notes in terms of just filling it out and developing it. So I could tell you're a younger composer, so I'm not going to give you, like, I'm going to give you a rating accordingly, right? So I would say, strong idea. Actually, the proportions and the length of it with the repeats is good. You have really good, like, it's not too long, it's not too short. It's actually very proportionately sound. So bonus points to you. To me, this is an easy 8. This is an absolutely easy 8.0 for me. 8 out of 10. I have no preference on, you send anything you can. Um, 8.10, 8 out of 10. Congratulations on your first ever submission. I'm assuming it's your first ever. Thank you so much for feeling comfortable and vulnerable enough to share. I appreciate it. Okay. Moving on. What do we do? 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 Are we out of... Boom. Whenever. Hello. Thank you, Whenever, for the $5 super chat. Laptop still broke. F's in the chat. We'll get to Whenever doing a couple of short tunes. Zenti, I'll get to you soon, hopefully. Yeah, all right. Who's in the... I'm kind of just freestyling right now. I'm kind of just, honestly, like, I know I should be going in order of the queue, but, like, if I see something that strikes my fancy, but I guess I should go in order. So we'll go back to the regular order, which would put us at Ryan Bowman. Is Ryan Bowman here? 1889. You would be after Whenever. I thought Ryan Bauman. I thought I saw your name in the chat, so I'm gonna come back to you. In the meantime, let's listen to a couple of Whenevers. Let's see. We got these are fine. Yes, a good break to music that doesn't have a score. Just some good old-fashioned listening, right? Let's go. Dum da da dum ba da dun 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 dun. Experimental glitch pop. Here we go. needs like a soft break. Bro, not the sad shit. Very noisy indeed. Very poppy. That shit's hard. Like that is like some distorted as fuck type music. Industrial noise pop for sure. With the sad ending. So we are entering into back into aesthetics and philosophy. One, for those of you that may have not heard, I am a fan of the aesthetic that whenever produces their sonic attributes are delicious. Alicia with the $5 super chat. Thank you. I just got a Venmo from Alicia. Thank you, my friend Alicia Dalby. So their philosophy of thank you for the 75 UYU. I don't know what that is. UYU to this you're from Uruguay. That is very nice. Thank you for the 75 Uruguay pesos. Appreciate it. Thank you, DeGenti. So whenever has a really incredible sense of aesthetics that truly aren't for everyone. Like, if I'm being totally honest, like, I know, and I'm assuming that they know, that not everyone likes this. Like, to some people, it's like, it's a little loud, it's a little abrasive. I personally love it. So now it's kind of like, do we develop a framework to operate for what it is? Or do we start examining, like, how else could you make this accessible? I don't think I want to go that route. I want to focus on it is what it is. It's art. It is what I believe to be the highest form of unadulterated art. Same way with McNeil Sketchley, is that it is a fully produced, fully flushed out, desirable piece of media that I want to consume. With that said, I think that in terms of its structure, its compositional structure, I would have liked this section because we have this A-B thing, right? We have the first section, which is, sort of horn, funky, chop sample, funk beat, right?
We're sorry.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. I would have liked to have it come in. Have the groove come back in over those really sad, melancholic chords, right? By the way, perfect example of major chords are sad. It's just true. It is. Major chords are sad. La da dum. I would have liked to have heard that that second half have a little bit more like A, B, and then AB prime, where you sort of combine the two to put, to sort of close the loop. But with that said, leaving it open-ended is really beautiful. So, noisy, clippy, aggressive, love it. That one was pretty easy. 8.5 out of 10 for me. For me. I loved it so much, I'm going to listen to one more by them. Let's do whenever. I'm going to listen to one more of yours. Should we do Once More with Feeling? I like the title better, so we're going with that one. Why is it so short? Boo. 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 Too short. Bye, Shark. So this just needs to go into like just like super aggressive happy core techno, just like furry porn rave, just like snorting all the drugs. Oh, so tight. Once More with Feeling. It's like an encore piece, right? It's like, oh, and then it comes back. Let's listen. I mean, it was literally less than a minute. Let's listen to it again. You know, have a little bit more. I like the Lorem Ipsum cover art; is pretty funny. You know, melody could have gone up a little bit more. Like, if you're gonna do something this short, in lieu of just having like an insane 4 on the floor face melting pound, is pause. Is like, if maybe this would be an experiment. It's a 49 piece of electronic dance pop, experimental industrial dance noisecore pop, but like, what if it was like an etude on melodic writing, so it like had a singing roaring melody that not like a jazz solo melody, but you know, like ba da dum ba da 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 dee da do da do dum da dee da dee da do da dum da da dum da da dum da 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 dee dum ba da 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 dum ba da 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 dum ba dum dee da dum be da dum be da dum boo da dee dum da dum boo da da dum. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it would be like, oh, weird. Like, it's a 49-second piece of music that's like almost like an opera aria in its melismatic, you know, sort of bel canto beauty, but it's also like super noisy industrial. That could make it really, really cool. That would sort of solve the problem of like, because I understand the desire to want to make like it's a 50-second track because it is, right? But beyond that, like, what if it also had, like, to sort of solve the problem of a short piece of music, a short track, that it then has a sort of beautiful, elaborate, maybe is the word I'm looking for, an elaborate melody. I think that could make it, really stand out. Yeah. I actually kind of like that one better in a weird way. No, did I like them? Did I like that one better than the other one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did. That was a 9. 9 out of 10. Super, super cool. Love your stuff. Would absolutely 100% listen to an album. Speaking of albums, Mr. Sketchley released an album recently, I think, and we might have to do a little listening party. That would be crazy. Whenever, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, where we at, chat? Whenever is goated. Whenever, something happened recently, and I thought of you, and I don't remember what it was. I know that's not a fun nor helpful thing for me to share, but it was like, oh, I need to tell Whenever about this. Like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what kind of situation I was in where in which, I need to tell this like parasocial individual with whom I don't technically have a relationship with, but like feel like I do. I need to tell them about this, but I don't know what it was or what the situation was. But I was like, oh, I need to remember to tell them on stream tonight. That's crazy. Oh, I don't remember. Very funny. Okay. Alicia with the $5 Venmo chat. That is goated. We love that. Then we're going to transition over to our friend DeGenti, and then we might see what's going on with Tohi. So, we're gonna keep things official. And then we'll probably do our Sketchly. And dang, I've been streaming I'm really trying to keep these streams at. We're at the halfway point. I got to keep these streams at 3 hours for my own sense, my own sanity. All right, let's jump on over to our good friend Alicia Dalby, who is it's a sonatina for band. Ooh, I kind of like this. So we're gonna download the score, and it looks like it's the third movement. So yes, Whenever, absolutely crushing it, killing it. Never a dull moment. Oh, I remember. I totally remember what I was gonna say. Whenever. Okay, it wasn't. Okay, it's not as interesting as what I was thinking it was. No, I was thinking about the last piece that you submitted, the mock-up. That it was just the piano score. Okay, I remember this now. All right, it's all coming back to me. So this is gonna be a really quick story. So I was sitting on the toilet taking a shit. And something happened where it made me think of the piano, the piece of music that you sent me that was just a piano arrangement of what the full produced track was going to be. And I was sort of struggling because it was like I felt like I couldn't understand or review it, quote unquote, in the right way. And I was like, well, I should have been able to, just based on the arrangement, to imagine what it would sound like. I was like, oh, but if I had the score, I would have been able to offer more insight into the composition. And then I was like, well, doesn't the score just represent the music? Like, I shouldn't need the score to hear. Like, we don't write with our eyes. And I was like, man, and then I was like having this whole existential crisis as the loaves were pinching off from my sphincter into my toilet. And then I was like, wait, What you sent me was a blueprint. And I'm like, I can look at a blueprint and understand a house much better than if you are describing to me what, like, if you sit here and describe the layout of the room, I'll have an idea. But if you're describing the house and I have a physical blueprint to look at, that gives me a much clearer picture. Okay. Maybe that wasn't tremendously interesting, but it was just, I thought of that. I was like, no, having a score would have been helpful. Not that you needed a score, like the sheet music, but that's why it was like hearing a piano sketch of a piece of electronic music without a score was like, it was very confusing. All right, anyways, Sonatina for band. Sorry about that tangent. I'm booing myself. Sonatina for band by our good friend Alicia. Oh no, my mouse is dead. Come back, mouse. transition. This is what the... Somebody said this is so British. Right, nice lush bones when the oboe comes in. This is definitely giving like intro overture vibes. I'm from DC. That makes sense. Good use of the triplets. Bom, 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 bom. Dude, my mouse is tweaking the fuck out. All right. That was quite the journey. That was like a walk through many different cities. I want to walk down an abandoned road full of wild animals with magical powers. Yes. Wait, so in that story, do you have magical powers or do the animals have magical powers? Because I'm confused. Okay. I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on with my mouse because it's driving me absolutely insane. Also, I'm done drinking tea because there's caffeine in that. Oh, and now my mouse is dead. It's official, chat. I need a new computer. And I don't know how I'm going to buy one without spending $3,000. Well, I'm going to have to spend $3,000. All right. Let's talk about this great little piece of music. Actually, it's not little. So, I'm going to attack this, not attack. I'm going to come at this with a lens of modernity. So, on the one hand, it's obviously a really well thought out, well written, fun, fanfare, beautiful, sharply put together piece of music. I will say that it's a little congested. Right? It's a little stuffed up. And what I mean by that, I do want to elaborate, is, it's just a smorgasbord of scents and sounds and jubilance. It's kind of like a buffet, right? it's a little bit of a buffet of just all these rich sounds. But like, I honestly couldn't tell you what the principal theme was. It was something about dum ba da dum da 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 dum dee dum dum dee bum dum da da dum dum da da dum da da dum da 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 dum boom ba da dum da 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 dum dee da 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 dum. Yes, Dolby, Alicia, Venmo, so goated. Venmo's always win. So it was a buffet that didn't necessarily have a main course. There was this part like 2/3 of the way through where it kind of went into this little menacing minor kind of thing, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. But then it just went back to just like, frosting colored pink cupcakes with, donuts and fudge and champagne and orange juice and cookies and crisps and all that stuff, and it's good. But I didn't feel like I necessarily knew what the main course was. Like I didn't fully know what the point of it was, that it's wild fanfare and it's fun. And that in and of itself isn't bad, but for the length of it, it's very, very dense. And that kind of led to it feeling like it dragged a little bit, because it didn't, if you're just, the sense of like it was going very fast, but to where? It was kind of like running in a circle. Like it was really impressive, but I wasn't sure what the destination was. And it was like, all right, we'll just end on some triplets. Just because you can, should you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. That was my big insight. So I wanted something to really meditate on, where there's something that really signals to me, the consumer, the listener, that like, we have arrived to this justified location. And that comes from, I think, simplifying. Like, it was kind of like you masked mediocre melodic writing by beautiful orchestration, fantastic orchestration, but like spectacular orchestration. But I know that about you, but I wasn't really sure where things absolutely landed in terms of its primary theme. And that adds to, this idea of modernity, right? The framework of like, if this is a modern contemporary piece of music, if you show this to an average person, they're going to be like, yeah, it sounds like, they'll say orchestra, but they mean band. That's okay. It's like, oh yeah, it's fun. It feels like a jubilant march. It's like, well, it's not a march technically. And it's like, okay. But even the title, Sonatina, I was expecting there to be like really distinct homages to like a sonatina, like clear principal theme, development section, the exposition, development into the recap. And that would have, been something that I could sink my teeth into. I think it needs to be a little bit more simple. Or a section that really holds the attention, is like, wow, this is powerful. Like it doesn't have a lot of emotion. Its emotion is happy and big. Dude, did I fart? What the hell am I smelling? Oh no, my dog did. I didn't even see. Hi. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see. My dog Lily is behind me and just farted, and it smells absolutely incredible. Yeah, not my favorite of your pieces. Definitely the biggest. It's like a big lifted truck. Like what why? Like, yeah, you can drive the big giant truck, but like, it's a little extra. Um, like I would be like I would be way more interested if this piece exactly if you just like it was only like 5 chords the whole time and it was just these weird how it like it sits on one chord and then slowly bleeds into the next tonal center and then slowly bleeds into the next tonal center and then slowly bleeds into the next tonal center, because then you have coherency from start to finish with all this brilliant orchestration and all these cool contrapuntal layers. But it's like, wow, there's an otherness. There was an otherness to this music that really left me, left an impact on me, as opposed to like, well, gee, that was fun. Does that make sense? So, my idea would be to, sort of just bleed in more tonal ubiquity, harmonic synergy, if you will, or really have those, really characterize the sections harmonically as opposed to just like, boom. But, how you choose to execute that, like this might be the first time that I dock like 2 full points for originality. Because everything else is great. The orchestration is great. It's just the portions, the pacing, and sort of the meat and potatoes. Yeah, it was a buffet. We all like a buffet, but a 7 out of 10 masquerading as a 10. Yeah. So two full points docked for originality. 8.10. Still, I mean, it was great, right? I almost want to say 3. Ooh, maybe 7.5. Yeah, sorry. 7.5. It was really good, but it didn't speak volumes. It felt like it didn't have much to say. But also take pride knowing that I've heard enough of your music to make that distinction. All right, I have to pee again. So, BRB. Quick pee. Incredible. All right. Alicia said, masking my bad melodies with everything else is your entire identity. That's hysterical. All right, let's do Rosie. I want to get to your Prelude 11. I do want to hear it, but I do want to get to Genty. And Tohi. I feel like Tohi has been on so many streams, so I want to make sure that I'm gonna get to a couple of freebies for fun. Hi stars. So I want to be fair. So here. Can we show dog? Let's say hi to my other dog. Lily is sleeping. Lily. Hi, Lily. Oh, I love baby. We love the Lily. Lily looks small. She's a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. She's not a small dog. She's not a huge dog, but she's a big dog. Okay, that was a lot of movement. Holy shit balls. Okay. Yeah, let's get to some freebies. Let's get to the broke boys. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we love Lily and Howard. Howard and Lily. Maybe Maybe I should bring my daughter on stream one day. That'd be fun. Chat, how would we feel about doing Pyrenees mix? Love. Chat, what if we did well, we'll talk more about this later. I've got some ideas. So I will say that I am working sort of on new content, and I will say it's actually going to be different content than my other stuff. It's obviously still going to be music, but I'm thinking about transitioning into a slightly more mature, not mature, but I don't know. I think I'm going to transition into different types of music, different types of content. So, anyways, I guess I don't know why I'm saying that. All right, Oda a la Diversion by Degenti. I'm excited. Singer-songwriter. Oh, there's a score, but it's a singer-songwriter. What does this mean? This is confusing me. What is a singer-songwriter with a score? That's super fun. All right, this is Degenti. I'm excited to hear what... Oh. The score is just a lead sheet with a melody. I'm not going to listen. We don't need to see that. Why is there a metronome? Okay. Would this be better if wait. Okay, Genti, rather than listening to this, should I play this lead sheet on the piano? Should I just play the lead sheet so so that we can all hear it? Because the metronome with the chord symbols and the like, we can listen to the MIDI recording of a metronome and the guitar, or maybe I should just play it like a lead sheet and play the chords. I think that might be a little bit more interesting. Chat, what do we think? No, don't. It's no shade. We can just listen to the MIDI, but if that's all it is, I feel like we could have a little bit better conversation about the music if we kind of hear it played more in the kind of the way it's meant to be imagined. Does that make sense? Oh, never mind. Whatever. Let's just play it. Because I realized that my piano is not right. Oh, okay. So we are gonna do it. All right, hold on. All right, we'll do it that way then. Okay, cool. something like that. I realized the neck thing didn't really work. Yeah, okay. It's actually a really, really nice set of chord changes. So we like that. This little. So the chords are good. The melody is very simple. I don't really understand that. Like you have tonic, tonic. Like this is the melody. You know, that octave jump up could have been like a sixth or a seventh. You know, I probably would have gone up a sixth to the third of the chord there. So, instead of going up the octave, right? Instead of going, you go. Because you have a lot of like the melody note being the root of the chord. If that makes sense. I mean, it does. Love the little half cadence into the half diminished 2 of the parallel minor. That's kind of cool. But then, like, again, this B flat 7, this, like, it's just. Sorry, wow, I screwed that up. Yeah. It works. It's funny, I don't really know. Like, it's a fun set of chord changes. 10 out of 10 for the chord changes. Melody. Like these are some spectacular chords to solo over. Like I just gotta do one more little it does like the 2-5-1 twice, but then with the 5 of 4, and then, or excuse me, the 5 of 5, and then goes to the 4 chord with the. See right there, instead of going to the D7, I would have gone to the D minor 7. So you have the F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat, A flat. So here, I'm going to play it 2 different ways, and I want chat, everybody to decide. So this is the original way. But listen, if you have, instead of a D7 to D minor 7, and then you hold that for a few bars, you get this really cool. Have this like weird 2 back to the 1. So instead of, this is a good example of like sometimes we're like, oh, we have to add a 5-7 to get back to the 1. But if you just, you know, it has a lot of that this dominant to tonic relationship. Whereas if you just change that D7 in the B section to a D minor and it stays on D. could be a really cool. That could be a really cool way to kind of just usurp the traditional sort of just 2/5-ness of it. Yeah, this is really cool. Good night, Alicia. Peace, peace, peace. So yeah, I like it. Chord changes, 9 out of 10. The structure of it's a little odd. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a 7-bar. It's a 7-bar B section, which is weird, but I kind of like that. So, yeah, melody needs work, but it's a set of chord changes, so very cool. 7.99999999999 out of 10. No, 7.999 out of 1. Thanks for sharing. Super tight. All right. I've never reviewed like a lead sheet before. That's kind of fun. Kind of want to do that again. All right, let's do Tohi. Bold Stride by Tohi. Tohi has been around for a long time. And I've never gotten the chance to review their music. So let's listen to Tohi with the very cursed. All right. Here we go. Tohi, Bold Stride. I can already tell I love the production. It's over? It's over? Boo. What is happening? Oh, that was weird. I was like, what the hell is that guitar? That was some beautiful guitar playing. And it was not. Yeah. Dude, I don't even know what to say, Tohi. That is just good. Let's listen to let's do a live feedback. So, sometimes with the I'm just going to share, this is more of a reaction, less of feedback, because it was just good. Little flat 9 chords and then the chromaticism in the saxophone. Very nice touch, right at 3 down. Right, the drums are subtle. The drums are kind of doing this thing, but like in the background. Going into a breakdown rhythm. With the 80s. And then the flat 6-7 chord progression. Uneven phrase structure, brilliant. The kind of game show string E pianos are tight. And then this is a really good transition into just like a really good vibe at the end. And then the guitar with a slight tape delay. Or not tape delay, delay. So that's just great. That's just good. There was literally nothing wrong with it. Like that is that is something that I would play for my daughter. For my hey, Ready Player Maddie. Whoa. Ready Player Maddie with the $20 super chat and for the $10. Holy shit. Ready Player Maddie. Wow. With the $30 in super chat is crazy. Goated. Yeah. Okay, Ready Player Maddie, we're going to jump into you. You have taken over the chat with the $30. Can we get robots in the chat, please, for the absolute GOAT, Ready Player Maddie, usurping Ray's music with the mega super chats. Robots for days. Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, going absolutely crazy. Yeah, I would totally play Tohi's music for my daughter and she would fucking love it. Kids love it. But like adults love it too. It's what isn't there like a food or a cereal that's like it's for kids but grown-ups love it too. That's what that is. I literally have nothing else to say. That's a 10, man. I love the lo-fi production. I love the bit reduced stuff. I like that it's happy. It's just happy. It's just weird. It's just fun. And it's just great. Yeah, I want to hear a collab between. Oh my god, if Tohi and Whenever worked on a track together, that shit would be bonkers. That shit would be absolutely crazy. I would be so here for it. I'm so with it. Don't. Please.
Crowded hollow, the people clap their hands.
Please, just stop.
They're here to see me.
Come on, man.
Take my final
Please.
chance. I don't
Please
think
stop.
that anyone can hear me.
I'm begging you.
I don't think that anyone
Mommy.
should care. In reality, I am quite happy. No one can take that away. I love you.
I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please.
I love you so much.
Anything
You
ask,
bring so much joy to my life.
Just don't.
I don't think I could love anyone as much as I love you. You're so beautiful. You're so thoughtful. You're so kind. And you're so talented. I love you. I love you so much. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Okie dokie. So up next we have the one, the only, the GOAT themselves, the very generous Ready Player Maddie. Hey Seth, I have a question. There was a while ago submitted piece called The Final Battle. However, the stream seemed to disappear that day. I will look into that. Is there a way? If I looked at it that it sent to me, I could tell resubmitted. Looking again while I'm here. Is there a way? Is there any way at all that if I was looked at for that to be sent to me, or if I could be resubmitted to look again? I will just take a look at it right now, and then I will see about where that stream is. The Final Battle. Oh, resubmitted. Perfect. What an incredible, incredible thing. All right, here we go. Ready Player Maddie.
As I'm in the midst of a
With a Grammarly ad. Very cool. Between good and evil. chord to end on. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Cool. Very cool. This is one of those funny examples of this is one of those times where the score is not necessarily the most hold on. Give me 1 second. This is one of those examples where it's so funny. Where I really want to, like, obviously you're a pretty novice composer, Mr. Ready Player Matty. You're a novice composer. But, you know, where someone like Alicia, who is not here right now, I think Alicia left. So they'll hear me talking about this when I upload the VOD. That it's like, I actually kind of enjoyed this piece more than I did Alicia's piece, because I understood what was going on in the theme of, like, it's a battle and it's just trumming along, but like it was meditative, and it was easy to like hone in on, like where a very beautifully orchestrated, very professional sounding piece of music felt like a buffet. This just tasted like this was like just a baked potato, right? It was just a baked potato, a good old baked potato with some sour cream and salt and pepper. Very simple, you know. Is it a full meal? Sure, it can be. You know, it's not necessarily steak, it's not necessarily ham, but it's like, you know, if I'm hungry and I have a baked potato with butter, sour cream, like, I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm going to be like, dope, I get to eat a baked potato. Is it my favorite thing in the world? No, but it was very much just, it was just very much there. Good night, King. And so that really lended itself to coherency and gave it consistency, and it was easy to follow and understand what was going on, and it was driving, and that kind of made it fun. With that said, you know, the at King, hold on, at King code word flapjack for next time. So I do want to pull up the score. Oh wait, so the score is in the video, but I want to see the score so I can show you some stuff that hopefully everyone will benefit from. Because there's a lot of like missing stuff. So, you know, like dum 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 dum, like a drummer can get, you know, like a drummer can play a lot more than dum 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 dum, and then this drum pattern. It's snare, kick, kick, snare, snare, kick, kick, snare, snare, kick, kick, snare, snare, and the kick's not even on the one, which is fine. But like, you know, if it's this thing that's going on, you could definitely play a lot more by having the drummer, you know, by just, you know, getting the drums to be a little bit more involved. So You know, there's so many, like, write at least 15 more drum grooves, and then out of those 15, find the 3 that you think fit best, and then work them into it. And this is very much like not for an ensemble. This is like a MIDI piece, and that's maybe kind of why I like it. Like, this wouldn't, I mean, this actually would be really cool as a chamber piece. So if you rework it so that it's actually, you know, and like the piano doing the driving part, give that dum 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 to a bass guitar, you know, and then but also have the driving eighth notes in the piano with the bass guitar, and then this dun 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 dun, you know, in like some horns or something, will, you know, make it sound bug. The horns will make it, you know, or an electric guitar. Just, yeah, this is a good sketch, but you should be working on, like, thinking of it as this is like a sketch for a much larger arrangement. So the good news is you have a majority of the content. You know, it's like you've created the outline. Now it's time to add the shading, add the fill, add the color, add all the extra, like, fill it in, right? You have the outline. Now it's time to fill it in. You know, adding way more to the drums. Because this ka to in the drums. You know, and having the one quarter note triplet fill could be cool. Bum bum bum. And then, like, imagine if in the choir part you added words like "oh." You know, add some words into the voices, and, you know, give more substance, make it more substantive, by adding words and filling everything out. You know, this part, boom ba da dum dum dee da dee da dum 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 bum 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 bum. You know, that could be played on some kind of solo instrument, like a saxophone, or, you know, an electric guitar again, or a synthesizer. And then we have this. You know, completely unplayable piano part. Is it unplayable? Wait, let me go back. No, we'll just divide that piano part up between the two hands and it would be playable. It's, I can't, no, I would have to, that's weird. Because it gets to 12 notes, I don't have that many fingers. Really good outline, so start filling it in, start, you know, experimenting with different instruments, playing the different lines, and rework out that drum groove so it's got more going on. That would be my big, my big piece. Where's the score? Am I supposed to be seeing the score? Yeah. So, yeah, solid, very cool. Love it. Really good start. So I don't want to give a low score because the skeleton is there. It's almost like I can't really give it a score, but I want you donated $30. I will give, if you rework this, I will give you a guaranteed free spot on the next stream. And then I will give you your score. Okay? Because right now it's like an unfinished out of 10. You know, it's a J sharp L out of 10. Does that make sense? Ready Player Maddie, because I really want to hear what this develops. I think it has a lot of potential to be something very, very cool. But right now it's still in its early phases. So structure and idea are like an 8. Execution, it still needs a lot of work. Super cool. All right. I feel like we need to jump into some McNeil, but I know Rhodesy is up. We've got just about half an hour left. Once again, thank you so much for sharing. Ready Player Maddie, I really appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the support. It really truly means a lot. It's actually very humbling to see somebody donate that much in a super chat just to hear my opinion. So, and I am glad that I was actually able to give you some pretty concrete, you know, it was like, oh, it's cool, but like you have a lot of work to do, but it's the good kind of work because you actually like have something to work on, as opposed to like, oh, it's good, write the next piece. Like you have a lot of work to do, but it's going to be fun work. So yeah. All right, let's hit Rhodesy. Prelude 12? Or is it Prelude 11? Prelude 11. I already heard Prelude 12 is the G sharp minor. Where's Prelude 11? Prelude 11 by Rhodesy. Oh my god, there's so many preludes in this queue. Prelude 19, Prelude 8, Prelude 10, Prelude 11. You have sent a lot of preludes, my friend. I'm not mad at it. I'm just recognizing that my Google Drive link is not fucking working. Incredible. Oh, here we go. All right, Rhodesy with the Prelude 11. Oh my, I'm seeing lots of notes. I'm seeing lots of staccato. I'm seeing very Rhodesy. And Rhodesy, remember, you had this fucking, you had like a 9 out of 10, or you had your first 10, and we all know how the follow-up goes. When you go with the 10, ooh, doesn't ever go good. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, I'm excited. Here we go, Prelude 11. Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, Lily, my Rottweiler, Prelude 11. someone has been listening to Chopin, even with ending with the perfect inauthentic cadence with the third on top. Very playful, very fun. What happened to the beams? Are they not showing up on? Are there no beams on stream? The beams are there. I don't know what you're talking about. Good. This was good. This wasn't too congested. You know, I'm liking these preludes because they're short and they're easy to follow. You know, some of your best melodic writing. But the Chopin is so prevalent. It's so obviously Chopin influenced, in my opinion. I don't love this stuff. The like, I feel like it should be maybe just going all the way up. You know, some hand crossing here where the arpeggio continues to go up. That would be super tight. Again, bum 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 bum. With the triplet figures. Very nice. You know, this sort of waltz thing that you have going on here with the boom wait. Do da da do da 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 dee da da dee da da boom ba da dum dee dum dum ba da dum dum dum. You know, that even though it's in 6/8, that 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1 ba da 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 dun 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2, you know, could be you know, you could maybe play around with the metering a bit to make it a little bit more interesting. But really strong melodic writing, you know, very romantic, very much romantic. And then, of course, the triplet little coda figure at the end is essential. The entirely unnecessary syncopated triplet that I love dearly. Strong intro, straight into the point. Not a big, long, verbose intro. Just a cool little melodic, again, Chopin-esque line. Right smack dab on that B flat chord. This actually, this is like this reminds me of the that's the Chopin Polonaise in G sharp minor. It's got this B major section that's what that made me think of. Yeah, this is cool. Again, with the preludes. Prelude to what? What comes after the prelude, man? I'm left thinking about what happens. Have I sent you a piece with a bad melody? I don't want to say bad melody, but a catchy melody. I know you're surprised I know the G sharp. Yeah, the G sharp minor prelude. I mean, Polonaise. uh, yeah, cool. Great piece. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Strong, strong, strong. That is a strong 8.5 out of 10 for Rhodesy. Crushing it, killing it. Super duper ill with it. Thank you, Rhodesy, for sharing your beautiful little prelude. Prelude to what? Who's to say? Prelude to a Polonaise. Alright. It's time. The man, the myth, the legend. No ifs, no ands, no buts. We move. McNeil. Album dropping soon. He dropped 4 tracks. McNeil, which one are we doing? Howling Winds, Attitude, Hallucinate, Elucidate, or Bleeding. Bleeding is an interesting title. But so is Elucidate. Howling Winds. Ooh, one of them is in a Google Drive. One of them is a YouTube. Let's do the YouTube video link. I feel like I need to shut the lights off. McNeil, what kind of time are we on? What are we doing? YouTube link it is. First time on a YouTube. Ooh, this is a long one. A 7-minute McNeil Sketchley. This is it. This is what we've come to. Here we go. 7-minute track. Oh. Most newest? Should we do the most new one? What do we do? Hallucinate is your most popular. Howling. Oh, what do we do? Chat, what do we do? I feel like we committed to bleeding. This is like the most rhythmic. It just keeps coming back. Of course, it just ends like that. Of course, it just ends just abruptly. Okay. So there's a pretty good All right. So I want to try and say things that I haven't said before, and I'm not trying to glaze McNeil's dick like I always do. And for those of you that are new in the chat who maybe haven't heard this is like an ongoing saga. With McNeil Sketchley is just a very creative person who writes very, very good. It's like you've heard of there's like musicians' music, and then there's like artists' music, which is it's not for like leisurely listening, it's for active listening, right? It is for engaging in music with a way that you don't normally engage with. So I don't want like offer too many caveats. It's like, for those of you that know me, I'm not like big on like, oh, I have to explain the music for you to understand it. Like the music should speak for itself. But I do genuinely believe that when you listen to a song or a piece by McNeil Sketchley, that there is a certain degree of context that every one of his tracks, every one of his songs sort of builds within the universe, and that adds to the enrichment. Kind of like what I was talking about earlier with Alicia's piece, where I said now that I have a fundamental understanding of your music, now that I understand your music, I should be enjoying it more as opposed to enjoying it less. Where McNeil is the perfect example of like the more you understand someone's music, the more you get out of it. It's like kind of appreciating anything. When I used to drink a lot, I got really into like bourbon, as you understand the nuances of bourbon. Not a great example. Not a great example, not bourbon, but like, a cliche example. Let's see, what's a better example? There is none. I can't come up with any. So I just want to, rather than giving feedback, I just want to provide my analysis on this, right? Because I'm becoming something of a scholar. One, the titles of songs are really important. Bleeding, you get this sense of this pulse, this boo-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, dee-da-dum, this sample that does not stop. You get the sample that, it's kind of this weird, out-of-tune, sped up. It could be anything. And it just plays basically on repeat throughout the entire track. So that's like the nervous system, right? That's the beating heart. That is the endless supply of blood that your heart supplies to your body. And then on top of that, you have this sort of cold, sterile saxophone parts that they're just arrhythmic enough to fit, where it doesn't necessarily fit on beat because it can't be off beat because it's this amorphic. And that, again, this feeling of like the external, what I perceive to be the epidermis, right? So I'm feeling cold, I'm feeling warm, but that's the surface. So you have the internal, and then you have your skin, right? Which is the saxophone sort of providing this like layer that senses cold. Like you feel the cold and you feel the warmth and you feel the textures, but in and of itself, the skin is not biased towards what it's feeling. It just tells you what to feel, but it doesn't feel any way about it. The skin's not like, oh shit, I'm hot, or oh shit, I'm cold, or oh shit, it's fuzzy. It's just, hey, just so you know, this thing is hot, this thing is cold, this thing is fuzzy. And then you have these weird breaks where the drum kit comes in, and the drums, I have mixed feelings about the drum breaks. But in general, I found that when I have mixed feelings, everything I believe is done with a certain degree of purpose. And the drum breaks to me felt like lacerations. And this is where the bleeding sort of comes in. It's not bled. It's not the past tense of you didn't. It was you are bleeding. You are in the active state of bleeding. And so you get these lacerations where the skin is disrupted. The skin is disrupted from its status quo of an unopinionated feeling to we are now exposed, and here is like the blood coming out from the nervous system, the hum of the blood piercing through. But it doesn't just happen once. It kind of just keeps happening. It happened, I think, 4 or 5 times. And then it just stops. Whether it's a suture, whether it's a Band-Aid, it has simply... It just stops. It's over. The bleeding is done. Are we dead? Who knows? The sonic quality, it's very low fidelity. It exists in that sort of lo-fi, not like lo-fi beats, but like true lo-fi music, like just phone recording, which is really cool. I think I would have liked McNeil to hear a little more panning, a little stereo imaging, but I know that you know how to do that and you make those decisions because I've heard you make those decisions, and I'm assuming that there was a reason that you didn't. And so it's like I'm sort of trusting you. No vocals, which was interesting. I was kind of waiting for him. And then the whole thing was polytemporal, right? There were polyrhythms, but it wasn't just polyrhythms. There were multiple tempos happening. So there was the absence of tempo in the saxophone, then there was the very clear, obvious tempo in the drums, and then that weird sample thing seemed to fall off somewhere. So I don't know if the sample was changing speeds or, yeah. A mix between experimental ambient music with a little bit of rock. But the way it actually started kind of just sounding like a Wayne Shorter album or something. So, not my favorite, but it's not because I disliked it. It's just you can't have all your favorites. That was really very meditative, very I would love to see you perform live. I would love to see what a live show, a live performance of your music sounds like. I'm picturing, it's a hip coffee spot late at night, and there's 9 people in the audience, and, I'm high as shit because I smoked some weed. But hopefully there's an audience of 600 people, but your type of music and the type of music that I like doesn't attract that big of a crowd. 47 out of 10. Incredible. All right, chat, where are we at? Do I have any super chats left? I kind of want this Mr. Maddox Reagan guy. He seems like a nice guy. Do I have any other super chats? Did I leave anybody out? I don't think so. Oh wait, whenever you had a super chat, but you gave 2 super chats and we did 2 tracks. Let's Maddox Reagan. Let's see. Should we do Maddox? It's a band piece. What do you think, chat? Let's do it. Fuck it. I'm feeling generous today. Maddox Reagan. McNeil Sketchley, done it again. Alright, Wondrous Minds. We'll do this and then we'll listen to we'll close out with Whenever's final track. Band. Wondrous Minds by Maddox Reagan. Reagan? I think it's Reagan. Oh my god. The score. Oh my god. The time signatures. Maddox, is this a 10? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to download it. What is going on with these time signatures, my friend? These are so large. I get the big time signature things, but I don't know about these. These are ugly. These are ugly. But it's okay. Alright, here we go. Maddox Reagan, buddy. No, I mean I also like the big. It is what it is. It makes it easy to conduct. weird piece of music, dude. What a weird piece of music. If there was such a thing as AI generated sounding band music, this would be it. And I mean that in a very positive way. It's uncanny. It's so weird. Wondrous. Even the title sounds AI generated. Very weird. Very cool. There was this melodic figure was like tight when the 6/8 came in. I didn't love the intro stuff, the boodin doo-doo-doo-dum, but once it started cooking, it was like, oh, cool. Yeah, this melodic stuff and the beast, the sort of the second section is really strong. Again, giving Bartok. I was a little confused by, like, the percussion's pretty heavily underutilized. Also, I'm not sure what the percussion is. It just says percussion, but it's also some of it's pitched and some of it's not. So I have a problem with this stuff. The Susura, the grand pauses. Because these grand pauses in between section, to me, are sort of communicating that you didn't have, like, here, there was one here, and then there was one here. And in a piece that's this short, those big pauses, to me, communicate that you didn't have an idea for a transition. Right? So, yeah, you want to work on those transitions. Also, it says grade 3.5 to 4, so I get that it's somewhat simple, and it's... Oh, it's... I see. It does, the percussion is outlined at the beginning. I see. The only two takeaways... I love that it's weird. I love that it's so weird. My two big takeaways are the pauses in between section, because you have these good little, like you could just change into the march tempo. You don't need a big pause there. Have some bleeding where the instruments sort of bleed into the next section, to avoid this, like, stop, start, new section kind of a thing that, frankly, no one really likes. The other big thing, and I want to be respectful of it is for grade 3 to 4. But there's very, 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 very minimal polyphony. Like, this is all, like, more or less two-to unison. You know, here it's like 2-note polyphony, right? You have the high winds playing the melody, and then you have the low winds and brass playing this bum, 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Wait, what? Dum 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 dum. Wait, dum 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 dum. Oh, okay, it's in 3. Dum 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 dum. And so I don't think there's at any given point there's more than like 2 melodic figures going on. Two different rhythms happening at the same time. Excuse me. So yeah, I would definitely explore having... What the hell? Why is my keyboard not working? Explore using a little bit more polyphony. And then your orchestration is very, 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 very safe, very conventional. And then the percussion is underutilized. heavily. The percussion is underutilized throughout. You pretty much have all the percussionists for only one section, for like 4 bars, and then that's literally it. And then it's mostly just snare drum and cymbals. So really good. I would say, yeah, strong in the originality category. Strong, the very original in terms of the melodic harmonic writing. Just totally bonkers. Bum 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 bum. This totally bonkers end section is funny. But yeah, definitely work on adding more layers in terms of polyphony. Even just adding, like, it's for the, like I said, for the most part, only 2 different rhythmic figures happening at any given time, with a few exceptions. Go ahead and try and add that 3rd rhythmic figure throughout it, and I think that'll really tie the whole thing together. So 1 point docked for the pauses. 1 point docked for the lack of more intricate polyphony. But other than that, it's good. Yeah. Solid 8.10. You get a golf clap. We are 10 minutes over stream. Let's close things out with whenever's geometric take shape. And then we'll close out for the evening. Whenever is my 2nd favorite producer on the stream. I'm so embarrassed that I totally missed that sarcasm. That is so funny. He's like, it's a little quiet. I'm like, I guess I was trying to be like nice and be like, well, I turned it down because it's clipping every part of my system. Wow, that was like r/whoosh moment for me. I'll take that L. That was, yeah, totally r/whoosh. I'll take that L. It's okay. So what I like about Whenever's music is that it has a lot of I guess what people call soul or humanity. I think is the word that I often use. That I think Whenever's music has the humanity, right? What people call soul, what people call heart. I like to say it has humanity. And this somehow simultaneously robbed me of my humanity as well as instilled me. It removed my humanity from my soul and then did something to it and then put it back a little bit different than it was before, right? It's just so fucking sinister. There was just something so sinister about it, but not like kitschy evil. I think that's really where like the meanest music can come from, is not where it's like, oh, it's menacing horns and it's really spooky strings. It's more like there is like a profundity to the vibe, right? And I actually like to use the word vibe like academically, because it's not a academic term, but I think it is a wholly disregarded concept. You know, in regards to aesthetics, I think that we have evolved as a society to understand what vibe is. And when something has a menacing vibe, it's not the harmony, it's not the melody, it's not the instrument, it is not the timbre, it is the culmination of those things in a way that its sum represents something much larger than its select parts. And that's what this type of music really conveys, is it is larger than the sum of its parts. And I think that's a special gift that you have. And I think and it's pretty much ubiquitous when anybody on these streams hears your music. They're like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. Rays, thank you for the £5, by the way. I really appreciate the, Rays, I'm sorry that it wasn't quite loud enough for you. I'll turn it up next time. So we appreciate Rays is goated. Can we get some robots in the chat for Rays? Rays always comes in clutch with absolutely spectacular donations to help support my daughter. Think about it like this: every time that you donate a super chat, you buy diapers for my daughter. That's what I spend the money on. You think I'm kidding? I literally take the revenue that I generate from my streams to buy diapers and childcare. So yeah, so baby diapers for baby Simone, and food, and a mortgage payment. Oh, truly the vibes are immaculate. There's, man, we got some. We need a raise tier. I'm down. Wait, is there like a limit to how much you can donate? No. Well, yeah, there is, but sorry, I just checked it out. There is, yeah, there's a lot of special people in these streams. This is why I love doing these streams. I'm not gonna get all weird with y'all, but like, I really do look forward to doing these streams and hanging out with you all and getting to know your music and just building this community. You know, even though my content isn't always consistent, in the sense of like when I release, I'm glad that I can consistently do these streams and hang out with y'all because you guys bless me. You are a blessing to my life. You are a positive thing in my life. So I thank you from the bottom of whenever gave back from my heart. Yeah, I just checked too. It is 500. I was like, that's crazy. A $500 super chat is absolutely insane. And it is funny because this is true. Like, I'm hoping that my new content, when I start producing back, generates more of an audience. Like, I want to get more views on my videos, obviously. But really, part of me is like, what I want, why I want to, start hitting the algorithm harder with my videos and getting more subs and consistency is for these streams. And not so that more people donate, but so that I can actually start introducing more people to the McNeil lore and exposing Whenever's music to more people and to showcase Ray's music. There's the three of you. Well, and then Alicia's also pretty goated. You know what I mean? But like, to get more music, get your guys's and your people's music more out to more people. That would be like the absolute ideal situation, right? So I don't know. I feel like I need a bit of a think tank with the content. So, because, yeah. Anyways, okay. Now it's time for bed. I'm just rambling. But I think it's not a secret. But I think I'm going to transition into video essays. Do like talking head video essays. I'm a big fan of FD Signify. Like, I like not just like music theory, but like culture and music, and a little bit of like philosophy and aesthetics. Exploring topics like critical listening, like why vibe isn't a music theory term, and sort of the cultural implications of that. Why has hip hop historically been sequestered from the larger framework of academic music? Why jazz musicians are fucking snobs, why classical musicians are fucking snobs. I am both of those things, and I worked really hard to not be a snob, and when I stopped being a snob, it all of a sudden made my life so much better, my musical life much more enriched. So, that is kind of my plan, is to move into more YouTuber territory, and out of just the weird meme videos, because like, I like the weird music theory videos. I like making them, but I'm tired of making them. I get, I'm just tired of making them. I don't feel inspired to make them. But yeah, who knows? Anything could happen. We'll see. All right. On that note, I finished my my pontificating, my waxing poetic, if you will. I'm gonna cut out. Thanks to everyone who donated. Ryan Bauman, I'll get to you next time. Lucas S, I'm interested to know what you're producing. You kind of showed up near the end, so I appreciate